Okay, so you start off with nitrogen gas in the air. Now nitrogen gas is really unreactive, but when you have lightning, it provides enough energy to make the nitrogen react with oxygen to give you nitrogen oxide. So you get nitrogen oxide, which I know is kind of easy to remember because obviously if nitrogen is reacting with oxygen in the air, you're going to get nitrogen oxide. But to make it even easier to remember, I'm going to draw Harry Potter. Because whenever I think of lightning, I just think of Harry's scar. And you know how if his scar's hurting, it means Voldemort's near. So it's like, no, Voldemort's near. And nitrogen oxide, NO, no. Then we have the Haber process. And the Haber process gives us the ammonium and nitrate ions in the fertiliser. So that means that the ammonium and nitrate ions go into the soil. Okay, from the nitrogen gas in the air we also get nitrogen fixation. So you're probably wondering why I drew Bob the Builder, but it's because of the theme tune, which I'm sure you all know, but I'll put it in now.
Bob the Builder, can we fix it? Bob the Builder, yes we can!
So yeah, Bob the Builder fixes things, and in this case bacteria fixes the nitrogen, but you'll just have to remember that it's not Bob, it's rhizobium, and yeah, it's not a builder, it's bacteria. So yeah, if I could sing, I would totally re-record the Bob the Builder theme tune to Rhizobium Bacteria, Can He Fix It? But yeah, that's not going to happen. So as well as getting organic nitrogen from the Rhizobium bacteria, the leguminous plants also absorb the ions in the soil, which we got from the fertiliser over here. So we have some happy peas with their organic nitrogen, except they don't really stay happy for long because then they get eaten by animals. So the organic nitrogen in the peas then becomes organic nitrogen in animals. So that's ON for organic nitrogen in what's supposed to be a cow. Also, as well as leguminous plants, you do of course have non-leguminous plants who get their organic nitrogen from the fertiliser as well. So eventually all the plants and the animals will die, which will leave us with organic nitrogen in the soil from where they decompose. And with the animals, they'll also excrete, which will leave us with urea in the soil. Now both the urea and the organic nitrogen in the soil both become ammonium ions in the soil. And the ammonium is oxidised into nitrites. And this oxidation is done by nitrosomonas bacteria. Now, because I'm Asian and always hungry, whenever I read nitrosomonas it reminds me of samosa, because like the last part of it sounds a lot like samosa. Doorbell just rang. My sister's probably just got home and she's just going to hear me talking about samosas in my bedroom. But yeah, like whenever my mum makes samosas, she like makes a massive batch at once, like 100, and then she freezes them. So like our freezer is always full of samosas. So she ends up frying them like quite frequently. Anyway, they're like really yummy, so I always eat them if they're there. And I know this is like a life story, but I'm getting to the point. They're really hard to say no to, and nitrites is no too. So for the oxidation of ammonium ions into nitrite ions, just remember how hard it is to say no to a samosa. But remember that it's not actually nitrosomosa bacteria, it's nitrosomonas. So then these nitrite ions are oxidised by nitrobacter bacteria into nitrate ions, And here I've drawn Scabbers the rat. Here comes another Harry Potter reference. But yeah, Scabbers the rat, aka Peter Pettigrew, was a traitor and he stabbed Harry's parents in the back. He was a traitor, as in nitrate, he stabbed them in the back, as in nitrobacter. And you don't want traitors in your life, so the next process is leaching, which is where the nitrate ions flow into rivers and streams. Or if they're not leached, the nitrate ions are denitrified by denitrifying bacteria to produce nitrogen gas and start the cycle all over again. So yeah, that's the nitrogen cycle. I really hope that helped. Please do comment and subscribe because it makes my day. It makes my week.